So the continuation of my report, where to, and W stands for where and why. So where will I help my students know where they are headed or why they are going there and in what ways they will be evaluated along the way. So the speaker is talking about the importance of providing clear directions and purpose to students. So they mentioning two key questions. So where will I help my students or know where they are headed, why they are going there, and in what ways they will be evaluated along the way. So this means that as an educator, they need to clearly communicate to students what they are expected to learn and why it is important and how their progress will be assessed. So, just like for example, imagine a teacher telling their students at the beginning of a project, we are going to learn about the solar system so you understand how the planets orbit the sun. We will evaluate based on the presentation you will give at the end of the project. So, by answering the where and why questions, the teachers help students understand the purpose of their learning and what is expected them. So, this W, the where and why, it's emphasizing the importance of giving students clear goals, reasons for learning, and ways to measure their progress. So this helps students stay motivated and focus on their learning journey. So next is the letter H, which is the hook and hold. So how will I hook and engage the learners? How will I keep them engaged? So in this hook and hold, the phrase hook and hold means that the teachers need to find a way to hook the learner's attention at the beginning of the lesson and then hold onto it throughout the lesson. So for example, a teacher could start a lesson with a true provoking question or a short video clip to hook the students' interest. So then, they could use interactive activities, group discussions, or hands-on experiments to keep the learners engaged and interested in the material. So, it is a key is to find creative and engaging ways to get the learners interested in the topic and then to maintain their interest throughout the lesson. So this can help improve learning outcomes and make the educational experience more enjoyable for everyone involved. Next is the E, which is the explore and experience, enable, and equip. So here, is talking about the importance of exploring and experiencing new things as well as enabling and equipping oneself with the necessary tools and skills. So, means to try new things, go out of your comfort zone, and gain new knowledge through first-hand experiences. For example, traveling to a new country, trying a new hobby, or learning a new skills. So, on the other hand, enable and equip means to empower yourself with the tools and resources needed to succeed. This include getting an education, learning how to use technology, or developing important skills like communication or problem solving. So, this this explore and experience, enable and equip is encouraging individuals to step out of their comfort zones, try new things, and equip themselves with the skills and knowledge needed to thrive in today's world. So next is the R, which is the reflect, rethink, and revise. So here, how will I encourage the learners to think previous learning? Or how will I encourage ongoing revision and refinement? So in here, in reflect, this means thinking back on what you have learned and considering how it has impacted you. So, for example, after reading a book, you might reflect on the main themes and how they relate to your own experiences. So, in rethink, this involves like challenging your previous understanding and considering new perspective. For If you previously threw that the earth was flat, you might rethink this belief after learning about scientific evidence that proves the revise. So revise refers to making changes or improvements to your knowledge or skills. If you are learning how to play a musical instrument, you might revise your technique based on feedback from your teacher. So next is the letter E. So letter E, how will I promote student self-evaluation and reflection? So, so promoting student self-evaluation and reflection means helping them think about their own learning and progress. So this can be done by encouraging students to think about what they have learned, what they still need to work on, and how they can improve. So one way to do this is by asking students to assess their own work and set goals for themselves. For example, a teacher might ask students to write a reflection on a project they completed, where they discuss what they did well, what they struggle with, and how they could do better next time. So, in another way to promote self-evaluation is by providing students with feedback and guidance on how to improve. So this could involve giving them specific suggestions for how to enhance their work or pointing out areas where they could focus their efforts. So in overall, promoting self-evaluation and reflection helps students become more aware of their own learning process and empowers themselves to take ownership of their education. So it also encourages them to think critically about their work and make improvements for future success. So next is the letter T, which is the tailor. So tailor and personalized. How will a tailor learning experience to do the nature of the learners I serve? How might I differentiate instruction to respond to the varied needs of students? So, it is discussing how they can customize and personalize their work to better suit the needs of the learners they are working with. So, they are thinking about how they can adjust their teaching methods to match the different learning styles and abilities of their students. So, for example, if a teacher has a class with students who learn best through hands-on activities, they may tailor their lesson to include more interactive projects. So, on the other hand, if there are students who struggle with certain concepts, the teacher may differentiate their instruction by providing extra support or resources to help those students succeed. So lastly is the letter O, which is the organize. So for optimal effectiveness, how will I organize the learning experience for maximum engagement and effectiveness? So what sequence will be optimal given the understanding and transfer goals? So this means thinking about how to structure the learning activities in a way that will help students understand and remember the information better. So, just like for example, if you are teaching a science lesson about the water cycle, you might start by showing a diagram of the cycle, then have students do an experiment with water to see it in action, and finally have them write a summary of what they learned. This sequence is organized in a way that builds on each step to help students grasp the concept more effectively. So by thinking about how to organize the learning experience in a logical and engaging way, teachers can help students learn more efficiently and retain the information better. That's all. Thank you.